Walmart opened its first store in the 1960s. It was started by a farmer's son named Sam Walton. What began as one small store has now become a huge company, making billions of dollars every year. But this success didn't come easy. The journey was full of big changes, smart ideas, and some tough moments along the way. So how did a simple idea grow into a global empire? In this video, we'll explore that amazing story, and see how Walmart is now using cool latest technology to stay ahead. Walmart was founded in 1962, but the story begins much earlier, with a young boy named Sam Walton, born in 1918, in a small farming town in Oklahoma, USA. It was the time of the Great Depression, a period when jobs were rare and money was even rarer. Families struggled, dreams were often shelved, but not for Sam. Even as a young boy, he worked hard. He delivered newspapers, he milked cows, he did everything he could to help his family survive. This wasn't just about earning, it was about learning, responsibility, grit, work ethic. He was planting the seed of something bigger, without even knowing it. After school, Sam joined the U.S. Army during World War II. When the war ended, he came back, full of hope, full of energy, but more than anything, full of ideas. Back when he was younger, he had worked in small retail stores. He spent hours watching people as they shopped, just taking it all in. He observed their habits, the way they moved around the aisles. He noticed their struggles, too. And after a while, he saw a pattern: folks really loved low prices. Not just discounts, but real affordability. That one simple realization, well, it sparked a question in his mind. What if I opened a store that sold the things people need every day? Clothes, food, tools, but at very low prices. That was the moment the idea of Walmart was born. Just a quiet spark, ready to ignite a revolution. In a small town called Rogers, Arkansas, Sam Walton opened the first Walmart store. At that time, shopping wasn't easy for most Americans. Big cities had malls, but small towns, not so much. People had to drive far, pay more, or settle for fewer choices. But Sam's store? It was different. Walmart had everything in one place, and everything was priced lower than most other stores. People noticed. Families walked in expecting just another store, but, they walked out amazed. They could buy more while spending less. That really mattered, especially to small-town families watching every dollar. The news spread, not through ads, but, through people, word of mouth, one happy customer telling another, then another. Sam didn't sit still. He quickly opened stores in nearby towns, and they worked. One after another, small communities welcomed Walmart like a breath of fresh air. What looked like a simple store was actually a revolution, making good products accessible, affordable, and, closer to home. In just a few years, Walmart became a name people trusted. And behind that name was one man's vision, rooted in understanding people, respecting money, and challenging the status quo. But even as Walmart grew, not everyone believed in it. Many companies refused to sell their products to Walmart. They thought Sam's low prices would make their brands look cheap. Some even said, "This model won't last." Even some investors had doubts. They questioned Sam's choice of building in small towns instead of big cities. They thought Walmart would fade away quietly. But Sam Walton didn't flinch. He turned every criticism into a strategy. He started buying products in huge bulk, which helped him get big discounts. He also cut out the middlemen, going straight to the manufacturers. That meant he could pass even more savings to customers. While others were still using pen and paper, Sam introduced early computer systems to track sales and inventory. Every penny saved mattered. Every decision was about efficiency and value. It wasn't flashy, but it was smart. And, it worked. By being careful with costs, smart with data, and honestly relentless about price, Walmart began to not just survive but dominate. What looked risky at first, well, it became a blueprint for the future of retail. With success came new battles. In the 1990s, competitors like Target and Kmart adopted similar low-price strategies. It became a race, not just about who could sell cheaper, but who could do it faster, smarter, better. Walmart didn't blink. They built an advanced system of warehouses and trucks, one of the biggest in the world. That meant faster restocking, lower delivery costs, and more control. While others focused on expanding in big cities, Walmart quietly spread into smaller towns that were often overlooked. But in the 2000s, public opinion started to shift. Some critics said Walmart was growing too big, and in the process, hurting small family-run stores. Others raised concerns about low wages and working conditions. Walmart had to listen, and it did. They raised wages, improved benefits, and began investing in eco-friendly programs, using less plastic, saving electricity, and cutting emissions. Then came the biggest threat yet, online shopping. In the 2010s, companies like Amazon changed everything. People could now shop from their couches. Once again, Walmart had to act fast. They launched a strong website, acquired Jet.com to strengthen online delivery, and began offering home delivery for groceries and household items. Every time the world changed, Walmart changed with it. That's how it stayed relevant. That's how it stayed strong. Not by fighting change, but by embracing it. Today, Walmart isn't just a store. It's a symbol of ambition, scale, and adaptation. Let's talk numbers. In 2020, Walmart earned around $15 billion in profit. In 2021, it was $13.7 billion. In 2022, $13.6 billion. Even during tough global conditions, it held steady. In 2023, profit dipped slightly to $11.7 billion. But in 2024, it bounced back to $12.2 billion. And in 2025, it's expected to reach $13.5 billion. To put that in perspective, Walmart's 2024 profit is more than the total GDP of some small countries, like Iceland. That's the scale we're talking about. With over 10,000 stores worldwide, and millions of employees, Walmart touches lives in nearly every corner of the globe. And yet, its mission remains the same. Save people money so they can live better. That line isn't just a slogan, it's honestly the heart of the company. From one small store in Arkansas to one of the world's most powerful retailers, Walmart's story is about vision, resilience, and the belief that everyone deserves value. And it all started with one man, one idea, and one simple promise: low prices, every day. When you hear the name Walmart, what comes to mind? Big stores, rollback prices, maybe even that catchy smiley face. But behind those bright signs and blue vests lies a powerful engine, one that runs with precision, strategy, and scale. Today we dive into how Walmart earns billions, not just by selling products but through a business model that rewrote the rules of global retail. Let's begin with the core idea: everyday low prices. Instead of offering flashy weekend discounts or festival sales like other retailers, Walmart keeps its prices consistently low, every single day. No gimmicks, no surprises. Why? Because trust builds loyalty. Customers don't have to wait or wonder. They know Walmart will always be affordable. This simple idea became one of the most powerful tools in retail history. Now, how does Walmart actually afford to keep prices that low? Here's the secret: massive buying power. Walmart purchases incredible volumes of goods from manufacturers. Picture this: instead of buying 10,000 shampoos, Walmart might order 10 million at once. This gives them huge leverage. They negotiate better prices from suppliers because they're buying in bulk, and those savings pass directly to customers. That's not all. Walmart even tells manufacturers how to package or label products to reduce cost. They control every detail, down to the barcode. Let's move inside the store. One of Walmart's biggest strengths is how fast it moves products. Nothing stays on the shelf too long. This is called high inventory turnover. Faster turnover means products stay fresh, storage costs stay low, shelves are always stocked with things people actually want. And behind it all, technology. Walmart uses one of the world's most advanced tracking systems. Every item scanned at checkout updates Walmart's central system instantly. They know what's selling, where it's selling, and even what might sell tomorrow, thanks to predictive analytics. Most businesses hire other companies to move their goods. But Walmart, they own the process. They operate a fleet of over 9,000 trucks and control a network of giant distribution centers spread across the country. These centers aren't just warehouses, they're hyper-efficient hubs, moving products like clockwork. Every product has a pre-decided place. Every truck has a GPS route. Every delivery follows a tight schedule. This level of control means Walmart can move faster and cheaper than almost anyone else. When you connect all these dots, a brilliant picture appears. Walmart's model is a closed efficiency loop. First, it buys in bulk, which means it gets discounts. Then it tracks what sells, so it can avoid waste. It owns its logistics, which really cuts costs. By keeping prices low, it attracts more customers. And with more customers, it buys even more. It's a cycle, one that feeds itself. And honestly, gets stronger every year. No wonder competitors struggle to keep up. Many people think Walmart is all about size, but, they miss the subtle innovations. In some rural areas, for example, Walmart introduced express stores. These are small outlets built quickly in low-cost buildings. They're stocked using real-time data and offer only the most in-demand items. Efficient, targeted, and cost-effective. In urban areas, Walmart launched pickup towers. You order online, scan your phone in store, and your product drops from a tall machine. No staff needed, just tech. This ability to adapt, quietly but effectively, makes the Walmart engine run smoother every year. Walmart doesn't just run a business, it runs a philosophy. One that believes saving a little, every single day, can really change a person's life, especially for working families, especially in small towns. Sam Walton, the founder, once said, "If we work together, we'll lower the cost of living for everyone, and we'll give the world an opportunity to see what it's like to save and have a better life." That belief still drives the company, even in the age of digital everything. So now the next time you walk into a Walmart, look closer. Every shelf, every price tag, every box on the truck. It's all part of a giant, invisible machine, working tirelessly behind the scenes. And this machine, it powers a $600 billion empire. But Walmart wasn't done. After mastering American towns and cities, it set its sights halfway across the world. And where did it land next? India. A bold bet, a digital dream.
Welcome to India, a land of bustling bazaars, millions of kirana shops, and 1.4 billion hearts. Walmart saw a market unlike any other, but it couldn't just build stores here, so it made a bold move. A move called Flipkart. Let's rewind. Back in 2007, two former Amazon engineers in India, Sachin and Binny Bansal, started a little online bookstore from their apartment in Bengaluru. They named it Flipkart. No warehouses, no money, just a dream. Fast forward a few years, Flipkart wasn't just surviving. It was leading the Indian e-commerce boom. It sold books, clothes, mobiles, TVs, you name it. And millions of Indians were buying online for the very first time. It was India's very own answer to Amazon. And in 2018, Walmart came knocking. In a jaw-dropping deal, Walmart bought 77% of Flipkart for $16 billion. The largest e-commerce acquisition in history at the time. Why such a massive bet? Because Walmart knew something the world was just beginning to realize. India's middle class was exploding. The internet was reaching small towns, and smartphones were everywhere. Walmart didn't just want to sell. It wanted to ride the wave of digital India. With Flipkart, it got access to over 150 million active users, a massive delivery network, and deep roots in Indian retail culture. Here's what's fascinating. Walmart is known for giant stores and endless aisles, but in India, it had to do the opposite, build without buildings. Instead of opening supermarkets, it supercharged. Flipkart invested in last-mile delivery, enhanced AI for product recommendations, strengthened supply chains for rural delivery, promoted regional language shopping to connect with Bharat, not just India. Walmart wasn't just copying Amazon, it was blending American scale with Indian hustle. As Flipkart grew, something magical was happening on the side. In 2015, a small team within Flipkart launched a payments app. They called it PhonePe, short for phone payment. It started simple recharge phones, pay bills, but within a few years, PhonePe exploded. Why? Because India was going through a digital payment revolution. UPI made bank transfers instant, demonetization pushed people toward cashless, and smartphones were in almost every hand. PhonePe rode this wave with elegance. Today, it has over 500 million registered users and processes billions in transactions every month. And yes, Walmart owns it. Think about it. Walmart now owns two of India's most powerful digital platforms, Flipkart for e-commerce and PhonePe for payments. This isn't just retail anymore, it's a full ecosystem. A user can browse products, pay bills, transfer money, order groceries, and shop for Diwali, all under Walmart's umbrella. It's kind of like a digital version of the Walmart Supercenter, but entirely online and entirely Indian. But the road wasn't all smooth. Walmart faced intense competition. Amazon was already deep in the game. Reliance's JioMart was entering aggressively. Government policies on foreign direct investment were tightening, and Indian startups were fiercely protecting home turf. Walmart had to play carefully. Unlike in the US, it couldn't open retail stores directly. Regulations were strict. Local sentiment was strong. So Walmart focused on empowering small sellers on Flipkart, creating jobs in logistics, and backing India's Digital India mission. In short, it chose collaboration over domination. Despite the challenges, one thing is clear. Walmart isn't here just to experiment. It's here to stay. It's training Kirana store owners in digital selling. It's investing in Indian startups. And it's turning Flipkart into a tech unicorn with a desi soul. For Walmart, India isn't just a market. It's a future where digital and physical retail merge, where payment, delivery, and shopping happen in one seamless flow. And all of it, from a company born in a small town in Arkansas. So, what happens when the world's biggest retailer enters the world's youngest market? You get a story of transformation. Walmart didn't just sell goods, it sold a new experience. And the Flipkart journey is still just beginning, but there's more. Because now, Walmart has its eyes on something even bigger, redefining how people shop everywhere. Using cutting-edge technology.
You've seen the shelves, you've seen the stores, but now it's time to look behind the curtain. What if I told you the future of Walmart has no cashiers, no long queues, no staff, just you and machines? This isn't science fiction, this is Walmart, right now. Imagine this. You place an order online. Maybe some groceries, a pair of sneakers, and a few essentials. You drive down to your nearby Walmart pickup center. There are no signs of retail workers, just sleek machines, glowing lights, and robotic systems working silently in the background. You scan a code, a robotic arm moves along a rail, picks up your box, and delivers it to a chute. Within seconds, your package is in your hands. You didn't speak to a soul. Walmart has already built these fully automated pickup centers in the United States, blending online shopping with physical convenience. They're calling it Walmart Next. No clutter, no chaos, just speed, precision, and tech. So how is all of this possible? Inside Walmart's mega warehouses, it's not humans picking products anymore. Robotic pickers now roam aisles, identifying and retrieving items with AI-powered cameras. Automated conveyor belts sort products based on delivery times. Smart storage systems learn which items are most in demand and place them closest to the exit. And AI-driven route mapping ensures your delivery reaches you faster than ever. In Walmart's fulfillment center in Brooksville, Florida, the company reduced the time to process an online order from 8 hours to just 2, thanks to full automation. But this revolution isn't just mechanical, it's deeply intelligent. At the core of Walmart's operations is a massive AI infrastructure that tracks shopping patterns of over 240 million customers per week, adjusts pricing in real time based on competition and inventory, predicts what you'll buy next week before even you know, and recommends personalized offers based on your location, history, and even weather. It's not just about selling anymore. It's about knowing the customer. AI helps Walmart optimize everything from stocking shelves, dynamic pricing, ad placements, even music and lighting in stores based on crowd mood. The future doesn't stop there. At select Walmart outlets and trials, customers are experiencing smart shopping carts that track what you put in and auto-bill you. AR mirrors in clothing sections, letting you try on clothes virtually without undressing. Drones delivering groceries to your doorstep in under 30 minutes in select cities. Autonomous delivery vehicles testing the last mile. With no driver, just precision. Walmart isn't waiting for the future, it's building it. There's one thing even more powerful than robotics or AI, it's data. Walmart generates over 2.5 petabytes of data every hour. That's more than the data of NASA, Netflix, and Twitter combined, just from its stores, apps, and customer behavior. This data fuels inventory management, knowing what to restock and where. Trend prediction, from fashion fads to food cravings. Hyper-targeted ads, showing the right offer at the right time. Supply chain planning, avoiding shortages and managing costs. Walmart even launched its own retail media network, Walmart Connect, helping brands target ads inside Walmart's ecosystem, just like Facebook or Google. They don't just sell to you anymore. They also help other companies sell, using Walmart's audience. You may think tech like this comes from big tech giants, but Walmart? It has its own tech lab, Walmart Global Tech, with offices in California, Texas, Bengaluru, India, and Toronto. Over 20,000 tech engineers and AI scientists work daily to improve warehouse algorithms, mobile app experiences, Arkansas and VR trials, cybersecurity, and voice commerce. Yes, Walmart is working on ordering via smart speakers. They're turning the world's largest retailer into the world's smartest retailer. Now some ask, will tech replace jobs? Walmart says no, it believes in augmentation, not replacement. Robots handle the dull, repetitive tasks. Humans focus on customer care, management, creativity, and logistics design. The future isn't humans versus machines, it's humans and machines together. Let's connect the dots. In India, Flipkart and PhonePe are using tech to reach villages. In the United States, robotic fulfillment and AI are making shopping faster and smarter. Globally, data and automation are merging to create a new form of retail. Walmart isn't just adapting, it's reinventing. The Walmart you knew is evolving, from a big box store to a tech-powered shopping ecosystem, where a teenager in Bengaluru shops online, and a grandmother in Arkansas gets groceries delivered by drone, all under one massive digital silent system. With great power came great responsibility and pressure. Walmart was once criticized for crushing local businesses. Small mom-and-pop stores just couldn't compete with its low prices and massive variety. There were accusations of low wages, especially in the 90s and 2000s, with claims that associates were paid below fair standards. Healthcare issues were also a big concern. As reports showed, thousands of Walmart workers had to rely on public assistance because of insufficient employer-provided healthcare. Then there was gender bias. In 2001, a lawsuit representing 1.6 million female employees claimed widespread discrimination in promotions and pay. It seemed like for every success story, there was a shadow. Walmart's image, for some, began to resemble a ruthless retail machine, not a community partner. The lawsuits piled up. There were class action labor suits alleging wage theft and forced overtime. Environmental concerns grew over land development and pollution. International controversies, especially in Mexico and India, surfaced over alleged bribery and local policy manipulation. In 2012, the New York Times broke a major story on Walmart's bribery scandal in Mexico, where executives allegedly paid off officials to expand operations. The scandal rocked Walmart's leadership and led to internal overhauls and federal investigations. It wasn't just lawsuits, it was sentiment. Documentaries like The High Cost of Low Price exposed conditions inside Walmart stores and warehouses. Protests broke out in multiple states, demanding better pay, fair treatment, and union rights. Walmart resisted unionization for decades, often accused of intimidation tactics against organizing workers. In popular culture, the brand became a symbol of corporate overreach for some, a giant that got too big, too fast, and yet, it never stopped moving. But here's where Walmart flipped the script. Around 2015, a cultural reset began within the company. It increased its minimum wage multiple times, now paying $14 to $19 per hour, depending on role and location. It introduced Walmart Academies, internal schools to upskill workers and offer real growth. It invested $1 billion in employee training and development programs. Healthcare plans were expanded, maternity and paternity leave improved. Walmart even partnered with Guild Education to offer free college education to employees, including programs in business, technology, and supply chain. The message was clear. It's not enough to grow. You have to grow people too. The world was changing. So did Walmart. In the last decade, it began positioning itself as a responsible corporate leader, zero emissions by 2040, aiming to decarbonize its entire supply chain. regenerative agriculture partnerships with farmers to grow produce sustainably, waste reduction targets to eliminate single-use plastics in packaging, ethical sourcing audits in countries like Bangladesh, Vietnam, and China. It even joined the Biden administration's push for affordable healthcare and equitable vaccine distribution during COVID-19. Walmart wanted the world to see, not just a store, but a stakeholder in society. The biggest threat to Walmart wasn't lawsuits or protests. Honestly, it was irrelevance. Amazon was changing everything. Delivery in hours, personalized apps, video streaming, smart speakers. Walmart had two choices: keep fighting fires, or, well, start a new one. They chose the second. With Walmart Plus, they entered the subscription game. With Walmart Connect, they entered the advertising game. With Walmart Go Local, they started delivering for other businesses, becoming a logistics service. They partnered with Shopify. They built their own fintech. They rolled out voice commerce and augmented reality shopping trials. It wasn't just defense. It was offense. Bold, fast, global. Now, as the 2020s unfold, Walmart stands on a unique edge. It's no longer just a retailer, it's a tech company, a logistics giant, a media platform, a healthcare player, all built on the back of a retail revolution that started in a small Arkansas town. But the road ahead is still full of questions. Can it balance technology with humanity? Will automation reduce jobs or just redefine them? Can Walmart truly lead sustainability and social change, not just follow? The answers will shape not just Walmart, but the future of how the world shops, works, and lives. From one store in 1962 to the largest company on earth, from handwritten signs to AI-powered shopping carts, from local groceries to global ambition. Walmart is no longer just a place to shop, it's a mirror of capitalism, of controversy, of innovation, and of resilience. It has stumbled, it has evolved, it has endured, and now, it stands, not just as a giant, but as a symbol of how far a business can go when it never stops changing. And as you reach the end of this journey, take a moment to explore for yourself. Compare the prices, see the difference in services, experience the power of innovation from all sides. We've added links to Walmart's rivals, Amazon and Flipkart, in the description below. Not to choose for you, but to help you see how this retail war plays out on your screen. Because in the end, the smartest shopper is the one who compares before they buy.